Out of 9 characteristics of living things, 3 were discussed by us yesterday and 6 are left behind for today. All the 6 characteristics of living things, remaining 6 one by one, and discuss broadly about them. Good morning, students. Are you ready to learn science with me? Let's go. Today we are going to discuss about page number 106, 107 and 108. These 3 pages are having all about the characteristics of living things. At the end, a good comparison of characteristics of living and non-living things is given as in tabulate form. Let's move towards the next characteristic. Living things respire. Do you agree that food is used as the source of energy for our whole day activities? How we are able to release energy from this food that is eaten by us? And answer is hidden in this process of respire or respiration. When we take in oxygen and this oxygen reached up to each and every cell of our body, food present there is broken down into simpler substances, and during this process a huge amount of energy is released. This whole process is known as respiration. So whether the plants or animals, they respire. Here I am going to read the text given in our book. It is an important characteristics of living things. In animals, including human beings, the process of respiration takes place throughout their life. Plants also respire. They break down the food prepared during photosynthesis with the help of oxygen that they breathe in to release energy. Like animals, plants also give out carbon dioxide in this process. So, are you able to realize today that how much important oxygen is there to break down the food to release energy for us? Now, how can we verify someone is breathing there? Here, activity 3 is given in our book. Observe a sleeping dog. Definitely, you have observed many times. Notice the movement of its abdomen, means stomach. It is due to breathing. During breathing, we first inhale and then exhale air. Second one, he is just realizing you. Are you taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide? Put your hand below your nostril. You will feel a blow of air. We breathe in air rich in oxygen and breathe out air rich in carbon dioxide during the process of breathing. One of the characteristic that is normally used by us to compare about living and non-living thing. The desk present in your classroom is non-living because it is not able to move here and there without the external force. Most of the animals move from one place to another in search of food to protect themselves from enemies and for other needs. But what about plants? Plants are fixed at a place. However, they also move to uh, response light or gravity. This movement of plants is not easily noticeable, but definitely you have observed sunflower plant turns towards sunlight. In this way, we can conclude that a little movement is noticeable in the plants without leaving their place. So, this is all about how a sunflower turns towards sunlight. It shows a little movement without leaving its original place. Now, I'm just telling you a new thing. What is stimulus? Anything which causes a living thing to react or respond is called a stimulus. For example, heat, sound, light, etc. I'm just going to put forward an example to grab the actual meaning of stimulus, which is singularly known as stimulus, but in plural it is known as stimuli. So, suppose one of your best friend is just coming inside the room and you are not aware about him. He will silently move towards your back and make a loud sound near your ear. What you will do? You will turn your neck. It means sound make you able to react or respond to what is going on there. Sound behaves as a stimulus and you are the living thing there, and turning your neck is the response to that sound. All living things respond to stimuli. Another example, if I am taking a burning candle towards your hand, what you will do? You will move your hand back to protect yourself from heat of that candle. It means heat is the stimulus and moving away of your hand is the response to that stimulus. In this way, all living things respond to stimuli. Earthworms moves away from saline medium. नमकीन पानी से earthworm दूर भागता है. Cockroaches move away from light. They like to remain in the darkness. So this saline medium and the light are stimulus for these two animals. One more example given in our book is dropping of the leaves by a touch me not plant on touching with the finger. I will show you in the next video how the touch me not plant respond to touch stimulus. Activity number 4 is given at page number 107. First example, take a torch, switch it on and direct that beam of light on your face. How do you respond? Observation of here, we will close our eyes. And the second situation, try to keep yourself in a dark room for 10 to 15 minutes and then suddenly move out into the bright surrounding outside. What do you feel? Again we will close our eyes. So this is how we will respond in two different situations there. Are you ready to move towards the next characteristics of living thing? That is, living things reproduce. What is the meaning? Living things reproduce means all living things produce more of their own kind so that they can maintain their race on this planet. For example, all the plants have seeds. These seeds germinate, saplings come out, which turn into the huge trees there. Likewise, animals give birth to their babies. To read text for you. Reproduction is an important characteristic of all living organisms. The young ones grow into adults, which again reproduce, thus, the existence of their species continues. Some animals, such as hen, reproduce by laying eggs. A few animals, such as cow and human beings, give birth to their young ones. Some plants reproduce through seeds, while the others reproduce through vegetative reproduction. Means their body parts are used to grow the new plants. In this way, this is an important characteristic of living thing, that they are able to produce more of their own kind. Ready for next? But before doing, you can ask someone to wake up. What is the meaning of that? A do you know is given in our book at page number 108. This is all about the pulses present in the containers of our mom's kitchen. All the pulses seeds are non-living. But if you provide the suitable conditions to these seeds of pulses, the baby seed, the baby plant present inside that seed will wake up and start growing. Surely you did this activity in your 5th standard. Sometimes mom used to sprinkle water over our face to make us able to wake up in the morning. You can also try to wake up a baby plant present inside the pulseed seed by providing them water. Now, next characteristics. Living things excrete. What is the meaning of excretion or excrete? May I go to washroom, ma'am? This is the familiar sentence used by the students to take permission from the teacher to go to washroom. For what purpose you are going there continuously? Answer is to release a yellow colored liquid that is known as urine. Urine is a very poisonous and harmful substance for us, which we use to excrete during the whole day. All the living things excrete such type of waste substances from their body. Not only urine, we also exhale carbon dioxide, which is again a poisonous gas for us. What about plants? Plants give out their waste in the form of water and minerals through the openings present in the leaves called stomata. In this way, you can conclude that living things excrete the waste material. Now, the next characteristic and the last one is living things have a definite lifespan. Different organisms have different lifespan. It may vary from a few hours to hundreds of years. The lifespan of bacteria is just few hours, whereas the lifespan of tortoise is 120 years. In this way, you can say different animals live for different time period, but ultimately they all die one day. Similarly, plants also die after some time. This is all about the characteristics of living things, all the 9 characteristics of living things, and here very good tabulate form of differentiation of these properties in living and non-living things is given. Characteristic feature, first one, cellular structure. Living things or living organisms are made up of cells. Non-livings lack of cellular structure. Growth, they grow in height, weight and size. There is no growth in the non-living things. What about nutrition? Food is needed for energy performing life activities for living things, and non-living things do not require any such nutrition. Respiration, living things breathe and respire to obtain energy, while non-living things do not breathe or respire. Movement, they are able to move their body parts or body as a whole, but non-living things can't move unless some external forces are given to them. Next one is response. All living things respond to various stimuli. There is no such response from non-living things. Reproduction, give birth to more of their kind but do not reproduce. in case of non-living thing. Excretion, waste or unwanted material are excreted from the body, but excretion does not occur in non-living things. And lastly, lifespan. Living organisms have a definite lifespan and no definite lifespan in case of non-living things. This is all about the comparison of characteristics of both living and non-living things. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, dear students, as I'm going to show touch me not plant and how it will respond to touch stimulus. You will be definitely amazed to see it. Bye bye, students.